Does the Reiki tradition help or hinder learning in our school? The Reiki tradition hinders learning, and let me explain why. It originated on the Japanese islands and comes from the Shinto religion. With all due respect for this beautiful, well-thought-out system, Shinto is an Eastern tradition, it is not ours. It emerged from a system of interaction between spirits and humans, specifically spirits tied to the territory of Southeast Asia, including Japan, Korea, and the surrounding islands. The Reiki system attunes a person's consciousness to interact with these spirits. They are exceptionally kind and benevolent. So much so that their goodness can sometimes feel overwhelming. These spirits feed only on positive emotions. As a result, practitioners of Reiki align their consciousness with these spirits and become unable to generate any emotions other than the positive ones they feed on. On the one hand, it is a very gentle and kind esoteric system. On the other hand, it can turn a Western European person into something resembling a sentient plant or a cheerful fluttering butterfly. Because what suits people of one blood may not suit another, as each ethnic group has its own unique purpose. In the Northern and Western European traditions, people were raised to be warriors, meaning they should be able to love and hate with equal intensity. However, connecting to the Reiki system takes away the right to be a warrior, at least within our tradition. I hope I've made myself clear. That's why in general, I don't admire any system that infiltrates the mind and alters consciousness without providing clear explanations. Because it's not fair. And our gods teach us to be honest, to make mistakes, but always remain honest. And that is my answer to you. And how can I disconnect from Reiki? The same way you connected to it. Just reverse the steps. Do I have to go back to the same master who initiated me? Not necessarily. The master who initiated you and gave you a degree in Reiki is just a conduit and doesn't have much significance in this process. What matters is getting away from the spirits of Reiki. These spirits are not evil and won't harm you. You simply need to reconnect to another system and take a geist to never practice Reiki again. Just stop practicing it, and let the spirits know beforehand, guys, we're done. I'm going to disconnect from you. Would you like me to pour you some wine or perhaps offer you apples? What can I do to please you? That's all you need to do. Do not betray your own force. If you were born into this family, on this land, with this complex structure of consciousness and this neural organization of your brain, there is likely a reason for it. You are here to gain a specific kind of experience. To seek that experience in another system is to miss the opportunity to gain it within your own system. In other words, you are letting down the forces that sent you here on a business mission, as our colleague said. By doing so, you prevent them from gaining the necessary experience and disrupt the rhythm and dynamics essential for both of you to achieve that purpose. Believe me, it's best not to do that, and again, before joining any occult or religious system, take the time to study it thoroughly. In fact, these same Reiki masters don't hide anything about their practice. All the information is open and written down in great detail. There's no need to read between the lines. Just study it and talk to the teachers who have reached high levels of initiation. They will explain the nature of the forces they work with. They won't withhold this information if you ask the right questions. Yes, there are many things you can do with the power of Reiki. You can heal, you can teach, you can restore human health. These spirits need you to feel well because positive emotions arise when people feel good. So of course, they will give you good health. But they won't give you the development of consciousness or an increase in your existential volume. What's the point of that anyway? A plant grows, stretches toward the sun, and is happy with that. So be like a plant, just be happy. They truly don't understand why we want something different. Why we want to cry, make mistakes, struggle, why we need to love, hate, and fight for our truth. It is incomprehensible to them. And if you stay in their system for too long, you might start to find it incomprehensible too.